Welcome to your daily Farm and Home Show, brought to you by the University of Kentucky Cooperative Extension Service. And now, here's your host.
Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna and Kristin Hildabrand has brought the set up with all these poinsettias, and she's our Warren County Extension Agent for Horticulture. And I appreciate you being here today, Kristin.
Yes, I enjoy coming on the show, and especially when we're talking about poinsettias.
I know, right? It's like the most popular flower or plant, I guess we would say, that's sold during the Christmas season. And I know you have a lot of interesting facts that you're going to share with us today about the poinsettia.
Yeah. Do you say poinsettia or do you say poinsettia?
Well, Chris Allen just called me out on that, but I say poinsettia.
I do too. I mean, poinsettia just sounds a little bit more formal.
It does sound fancy, but when you're from Deer Lick, poinsettia is the way we said it. Is there a correct way?
No, not that it's kind of like, tomato. It's the same thing. We all understand it, but you're exactly right. Christmas, I think there's no Christmas without the poinsettia, just because that is the #1 best-selling potted plant of the season. And I really didn't realize, but $250 million of poinsettias go back to the economy, and that's on the retail level. So there's a lot of poinsettias that are sold this time of year, usually for about 6 total weeks is about what they kind of estimate the sales of poinsettias. But I wanted to talk about first, like you said, some facts, and that way on the next couple of segments we can know a little bit more about the plant and kind of selection and care of it. But poinsettias were first, discovered. The Aztecs used it for like dyes and things like that. But really, it was popularized by Joel Roberts Poinsett, and so that's how we get the name of poinsettia. It was because of him. And he, Joanna, was a U.S. ambassador. He actually served in Mexico. But really, what he did is that he was walking along the road and he found this beautiful perennial shrub. And so poinsettias are actually native to Mexico. And so he really enjoyed it. And so he went home to South Carolina and he took it some cuttings and, really propagated it. And really that's how it got popular, was because of that. And so even though he did some really good work as an ambassador, people referred to him as a kind of a hobby type botanist for that reason. So that's why, there's so many different colors out of poinsettias. But, a lot of people call the colorful part, they call it the petal, but really in all actuality it's called a bract. So it's a modified leaf, and the true flower is what you see towards the center of the bract, and that is the true flower. So whenever we talk about selection tomorrow on Farm and Home, there's a couple of things to look for as far as the maturity goes of your poinsettia type plant. So,
because I would think, the colorful, that's what we usually think of. We think of that being the flower, but it's actually a leaf, and that's what you're calling a bract, is this part right here, right?
Yeah, exactly. And so it's beautiful. A lot of people think of poinsettias. The popular color most often thought of is red.
Yes.
I love red, but there's a lot of nude colors that are out, and because of the red, people commonly call it the lobster flower, which I thought was kind of cute. And then also they call it the flame leaf flower.
Okay.
So those are just some, interesting facts about it. The one thing that, people are really kind of concerned about, though, with it being an indoor type plant is it poisonous?
Yes.
So there's that common myth out there, but, you have to consume a lot of leaves or modified leaves or bracts in order for that to really be poisonous. Like it's over like 500. So it's not poisonous, although if you've got pets indoors and things like that, you probably don't want to have it down that level to damage some of the poinsettias. But it's not poisonous at all. So that was one thing that was a common misconception. The other thing is that we have National Poinsettia Day. Do you know when that is?
No.
Okay, I didn't really know it, but it's December the 12th. It's always celebrated December the 12th just because that was the death of Joel Roberts Poinsett. So that's why they have a national day in celebration of that, and so that's his day, and that's why we have National Poinsettia Day that day.
And I don't think some people think about these, they just kind of appear in December, but growers I know that you work with, they start start this whole process early in the summer.
Yes, they really do. Because Mexico has to have so many short days in their climate, they have to do a lot of imitation with that. And so because, you know, we have longer days, and they're very photoperiodic, so they have to have so many days of light and so many days of night. And so you have to really, you know, control that. And so they use a lot of shade cloth to do that. But, you know, you'll see a lot of decorations and stuff just around the poinsettia this time of year.
All right. Well, Kristin, thanks for sharing with us. I'm sure you've learned something about the poinsettia today, but stay tuned because we're going to talk about it more. Thanks for watching and have a great day.
If you have questions about today's topic, please call the Warren County Extension Office at the number on your screen. Thanks for watching and have a great day.